this view.
Some spectacular images to show you of a volcanic eruption.
Head to Iceland next, where a volcano has erupted.
And it fries everything.
It's definitely a huge challenge.
So in July 2023, I happened to be in Europe as a volcano erupted only 30 kilometers southwest of Reykjavik, the capital of Iceland. And since Iceland was only a 3-hour flight away, I made the last minute decision to check out this once in a lifetime spectacle, to chase the lava and get the ultimate money shot with my FPV drone.
So we just decided to hit the local supermarket because we also need to get some sort of food and drinks, obviously, for the hike. Apparently it's a 2.5 to 3 hour hike and we're going to spend there a couple hours, so we want to make sure that we have food and everything else that we may need. Chocolate milk. Nice. Alright, so I think now is a good time to actually show you guys what I'm bringing to the volcano. As I said, it's around 2 to 3 hours to hike all the way to the best viewing point of the volcano. So for this trip, it's kind of hard to just pack lightly because obviously I want to have some sort of contingency plan in case something goes wrong. So, first drone is the Nazgul Evoke 5-inch drone, obviously one of my go-to drone for any sort of crazy things that I do. And then I also have the Bob drone. And then of course I have multiple batteries which are all in there. I think I have a total of 15 6S batteries and then a bunch of 4S batteries for the smaller drones. And of course I have a bunch of other miscellaneous things that I may need while I'm there. It's packed to the top of my backpack. It's gonna be super heavy. It's probably gonna be like almost 20 kilos that I have on my back. Of course I also have lots of spare props because I've been told by friends of mine that they are the first things that melt when you get too close to the lava. And then of course some portable chargers, all sorts of things, just to be, I guess, prepared as best as I can. All right, we've been hiking now for, I'd say, half an hour or so, and this hike ain't easy. I mean, it's not the hardest, but it's steep. So we're having a bit of a checkpoint right now. Behind me you can see, I guess, dried up lava, and this is where we just came from all the way behind this mountain. It's pretty crazy to stand up here, but we still have a long way to go. 9K is apparently from here. So we're probably gonna arrive there when it's a bit darker, which isn't a bad thing. How you doing?
Honestly, not as bad as I thought I was going to be, but it's definitely a huge challenge. The first bit is super steep. I'm grateful it's flat now, but the first bit is definitely the hardest. It's time to recharge.
We are roughly an hour into the hike now, and it's pretty cool how the landscape is changing every 15 minutes. Right now we are surrounded by rocks and brown moss. 5 minutes ago we were surrounded by black old lava. This part of the hike is definitely rough, specifically when you're walking already for the last 3 hours or so. Just gonna go all the way to the top right now, and it's pretty steep. You can see some lava over there, but the real beauty is behind that. You can probably tell by my face already, we just made it to the top of the mountain here, which has the best viewpoint after 3.5 hours. And look at this view. You can literally see the volcano right behind me. It's pretty crazy how close we get. It feels pretty insane to see a volcano for the first time and seeing one that's active and being so up close to it. I can't believe it actually that I'm standing out here. This was such a last minute adventure because I was never supposed to be out here. But after seeing so many people coming here, I thought I have to do it, specifically because it's so close whilst I'm here in Europe. And just standing here and taking the view is pretty insane. So what's even better is seeing it with the drone. So we're getting set up now, but first we're gonna eat something and it's time to go full send. This is my workstation. We got all the drones here. We got the MacBook just in case I have to review, which is very likely to be, and also I can back up my footage. We're gonna fly the Nazgul Evoke, and then we have the crater right in front of you. That's probably the best office view I've ever had in my life, that's for sure. Specifically back in the days when I used to work in finance. God damn, we've come a long way. Hey, let's get it. Woo. Let's get this. Whoa!
fuck, this is scary.
Now, before we continue with this video, I quickly want to give a shout out to Artlist, who are the sponsors of this edit and allow me to create such cinematic pieces like the one you're currently watching. I've actually been using Artlist for years now when it comes to finding the right tracks and sounds for my videos, and today I'm going to show you exactly how I found all my music and SFX for this edit. Now, Artlist does not only offer sound effects and royalty-free music, but they also have a huge library of templates and stock footage that you can use for your edits as part of the Artlist Max subscription. Whether you are after an epic drone clip in 8K or a template to spice up your edit, Artlist has you covered. Now, for this video, it was super important for me to emphasize the magnitude of the landscapes. So it was clear to me that the music had to be something epic that also works well with landscapes. Sound designing is probably my favorite part of editing and really helps to elevate your work. Most of my drone videos utilize a mix of winds and whooshes as well as the ambience matching the scene. For this Iceland video, I've also searched for volcano sounds as well as rumbling and rocks falling to really bring the video to life. But it gets better. Artlist recently introduced a new function called highlights, which allows you to play pretty much the catchiest part of each song, meaning you'll be more efficient when skipping through music. Now, if you're like me and you're always trying to step up your game, you can now sign up through the link in the description, which will give you 2 months free to Artlist if you opt in for an annual subscription. Thanks so much, Artlist, for sponsoring this video, and now it's time to head back to Iceland.
It's pretty fine. Nothing melted, although a little bit, but a bit of scuff marks. Wow. Crazy.
All good. Whoa! I almost hit the other drone.
Most important part is always to review your footage. Specifically here, obviously, I need to make sure that I'm keeping everything and backing everything up.
Damn, through the smoke. Wow, look, all the specks of lava.
I got you.
Whoa!
So we just did 2 takes. The first one was pretty much just to, I guess, check it out, to see what it's like. Now we're getting set up for the next one. And I'm pretty happy with the take 2 we just did because I like the line, because obviously there is no lava around the volcano right now, which sucks a little bit. So we're trying to make it as interesting as possible by starting high up so you can see that volcano in the beginning and then making our way nice and close.
And I can see from a distance actually how windy it is. It's almost making like a tornado, kind of like as if you're in the desert somewhere. It looks like it, at least. This explains why I thought something melted in my drone, but in reality it was just that the winds are down there and the gases, I think, are pretty insane. And from here, of course, from a distance there's no wind whatsoever, but when you're close to the crater, it's a whole different story. That's good to know. I almost lost the drone just then, and I think I know why, because I think I'm just going too slow. I keep forgetting that it's obviously a couple thousand degrees hot over the lava, whilst I'm standing nice and safe in the distance. It's quite cold here, but I keep forgetting that there it's pretty hot and it fries everything. Everything goes ballistic, and yeah, by the time I got the drone back, as you probably see in the footage, I'm like sideways. So the sun is officially setting, and I think I've never seen a sunset like this. Look at the sunball behind me. It's literally red everywhere. You see, the sun is now finally down and the lava looks pretty insane. It looks crazier than before with the daylight. So I'm gonna set up the drone again. I think I have 3 more batteries to showcase this beauty at nighttime, and hopefully I'll get the money shot.
Alright guys, so this must have been the most insane last minute mission I've ever done in my life. This was the most beautiful thing I've ever filmed with FPV, and I actually can't wait to do this one more time someday in the future. But for now, it's time to head back in the darkness, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let's get it.